So starting the test drive in this 1794 Sequoia, the torque on these is incredible. Just having 583 pound-feet of torque. You have a twin turbo V6, which helps with that power output, but also having that torque from the electric motors as well. That is, you know, helping get this thing up to speed, specifically from a stop. But it's a big vehicle. It doesn't feel as big as it looks, I think. On the inside, that might be a good thing or a bad thing, just depending on how you look at it. A lot of the space might be taken up by the actual size, the frame of the vehicle, or it just kind of has that presence of being larger than you get in here, and it's not that hard to drive. And again, depending on who you are, you'll see it differently. Me personally, it doesn't feel as big on the inside, but it's definitely taller. It has more height to it, has more of a presence to it, a stance in terms of how it sets, but it's about as easy to drive to me as a Grand Highlander. Now the hood's a bit more intrusive. Again, you are sitting up higher, but in terms of just keeping it in the lines, it feels about the same to me. Now parking, it's gonna be a different story, but I'm in the eco mode now. I'm gonna put it into normal. And an extremely windy day today, so every so often these gusts will just go nuts in here, but the sound acoustics themselves on a regular day, even on a somewhat windy day that's not like this, pretty good. And the heated steering wheel is a nice touch on this. It heats my hands even through these gloves, so it makes it easier to stay warm. Now it definitely is borderline hot when you don't have gloves on and it's freezing outside, especially if you've been outside. But again, I really like how this was done. The perforation on the sides helps. And then just having that real authentic, genuine leather feel on top and bottom. It's just a really good design for a steering wheel. Now visibility, you have the A-pillar here. You know, it kind of takes in what you can see, but no vehicle is gonna be, you know, without a blind spot there. But the blind spot monitors help, and also just how I'm sitting here, it's kind of easy to move back and forth to see around the pillars if I need to. And there's a lot going on up here with this having the dash cam, the rear camera mirror, and the windshield is relatively small, I think, because the dash sets up higher, but still pretty good visibility out of the windshield itself. Now this is not cheap at almost $88,000. I think it was $87,323 or $223 or something like that. But you get so much here, having the Safety Sense 2.5, the blind spot monitors, the 14-speaker JBL system, the roof. Just, there are options everywhere. The heated, cooled seats. This one having the TRD off-road package. You have full four-wheel drive. It's a lot of vehicle for the money, I will say that. And this twin turbo V6 I like so much better than the outgoing V8, except for the sound. And it's a different sound with this V6 that they did a really good job on, but you know, it comes through the speakers and whatnot. But other than that, I mean, that's the only thing the V8 has on this vehicle, I think. Now we're gonna give it a pull getting on the interstate and sport. Not gonna floor it, but gonna give it a little something. Here we go. Oh man, this thing pulls. That was fantastic. Now I do want to give one more huge thanks to John Roberts Toyota here in Manchester, Tennessee for allowing me to review the Sequoia today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your info, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get to the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Now again, where it's cold outside, it's windy, there's a little bit of wind noise coming through. This also has crossbars on the roof rack, so that's kind of contributing to it as well. But for the most part, pretty nice in terms of the sound acoustics in here, doing 75 down the interstate. And I think for the money, again, you get a lot for it in terms of this vehicle here. It's quick, it's fun to drive, it's capable in terms of the four-wheel drive system, and you got a ton of features on the 1794. But I love the interior, can't get enough of that. The exterior looks are great as well. It's it really just, it knocks it out of the park, I think, in terms of having a vehicle that is fun to drive, looks good, feels good on the inside, tons of space. And you know, I think it's a solid vehicle, period. So with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2026 Sequoia Hybrid 1794.